Trastevere, July. The cobblestones are golden until they aren't. The sky cracks open in 30 seconds flat. No warning, no mercy. Your grocery bag splits. Tomatoes roll across wet cobblestone toward the gutter. A hand appears, then another, unhurried, collecting your scattered life from the street. Tailored linen suit, light gray, completely soaked. He doesn't seem to notice. No jacket pulled over his head, no rushing, just calm inside the chaos. That is Sprezzatura, the Italian art of effortless grace, unbothered by everything. He hands you the olive oil, makes eye contact, doesn't look away first. His name is Matteo. He says it like it's the beginning of something. He walks you to shelter under a terracotta archway. Still no hurry. He asks about the peaches. Not about you, about the peaches. You laugh. First dinner, a trattoria with no menu. He orders in rapid Roman dialect. Perfect. He argues with the waiter about the wine. They embrace afterward. This is normal. He listens with his whole body, leaning forward, elbows on the table. Present. Second month. He brings cornetti from the bar downstairs, still warm, without asking. He shows you Rome the way only someone born inside it can. Not the monuments, the side streets, the 6 a.m. light on the Tiber. Third month. Your kitchen. A Sunday. He is making coffee. He turns around.
Voglio costruire una vita con te. I want to build a life with you.
He says it simply. No staging, no performance. Just Matteo being Matteo, completely certain. You say yes, because 3 months of Sprezzatura has taught you this is real. The first Pranzo della Domenica arrives like a natural disaster. Sunday lunch, mandatory, non-negotiable. His family's apartment in Prati, 3 floors, 40 years of noise embedded in the walls, 30 people, every single one talking simultaneously, no one waiting their turn, ever. Uncles debating football, cousins shrieking across the table, a baby crying on 3 laps. The volume is physical. You feel it in your chest before you hear the words. His mama greets you at the door, black dress, gold cross, assessment complete in seconds. Her smile says welcome. Her eyes say, we'll see about you. By 10 a.m., you are in the kitchen, an apron pressed into your hands, flour everywhere, the wooden board, the pasta dough thick and resistant under your palms. Tagliatelle from scratch, no recipe, just her hands and the expectation you'll understand. She watches your technique, says nothing, then releases one long, slow breath through her nose. That sigh carries 30 years of kitchen authority. You feel it in your spine. She adjusts your hands on the rolling pin. No words, just correction, heavy and wordless. The pasta needs to be thin enough to read through. Yours is not. She takes the rolling pin, demonstrates, hands it back. Another sigh. The kitchen is small. From the dining room, roaring laughter, shattering arguments, someone's chair scraping, a cork pulled. You are in here, covered in flour, in someone else's kitchen, in someone else's language. This family doesn't have boundaries. It has gravity, and you are caught in its pull. His grandmother asks through Matteo when the children are coming, at the table, loudly. Everyone hears. Everyone has an opinion. 4 cousins offer advice simultaneously. No one asks them. You smile. You have been practicing the smile. It fits now. It costs. That night, Matteo says, "You were magnificent today." You don't feel magnificent. You feel erased. You are learning that belonging and losing yourself can feel like the same thing. 3 weeks later, Sunday lunch again. 30 people, every chair filled, red wine poured. The noise is deafening before the pasta even reaches the table. It always is. You have learned to eat through the chaos, to smile through the volume. Mostly. His mother is holding court at her end, loud, certain, completely in her element. The conversation shifts. You catch your name, then Matteo's, then a word you know. Bambini. Children. She says it laughing, loud enough for all 30 people to hear. She implies it lightly, gaily, as if it costs nothing. Your career, your choice, public. Laughter ripples down the table. Not cruel, just careless. That is almost worse. You set your fork down. Your face holds the smile. Your chest does not. You are already composing the swallow, the nod, the graceful absorption of being discussed. Matteo is very still beside you. The stillness before a storm has a specific texture. His hand comes down flat on the table. One single impact. Crystal glasses rattle. The room goes silent. 30 people, instantaneous, like a conductor dropping his baton. The table done that. Ever. The table knows it. The walls know it. He does not stand, does not shout. He is more dangerous sitting completely still.
Mamma.
One word. Dangerously quiet. The room doesn't breathe.
Mia moglie è la regina della mia vita.
My wife is the queen of my life.
Chi manca di rispetto a lei, manca di rispetto a me.
Disrespect her, disrespect me. He says it looking only at his mother, voice low, certain, final. No performance. Her mouth, closes it. The gold cross at her throat catches light. His father clears his throat, reaches for his wine. That is the verdict delivered. Matteo takes your hand under the table, squeezes once, doesn't let go. 30 people find their forks again. The noise returns. But something has shifted, permanently. Walking home through Trastevere, cobblestones, night jasmine. You say, you didn't have to.
Sì, dovevo.
Yes, I did. He says it without stopping walking, completely certain. Done. 2 years later, Sunday morning, the balcony. Rome spread below in pale gold, the mocha pot on the stove, that specific gurgle. Coffee climbing through silver chambers, terracotta rooftops, church bells somewhere in the distance, a cat on the wall below. Matteo brings 2 espresso cups, sets yours down first. Always yours first. Always. His mother called yesterday, asked about your project, used your name. Carefully. Progress. Not warmth yet. Respect. Matteo drew a line and held it. She adjusted. That is how it works here. Not announced, just recalibrated. Loud families respect loud clarity. Last Sunday, she showed you her ragu recipe, guarded for 40 years. Handed over quietly. No ceremony. She just moved beside you at the stove and began. That was everything. You have work that is yours. A career nobody discusses at the table anymore. The chaos is still there. 30 people, crystal rattling, arguments about nothing, sublime noise. But you are not lost inside it anymore. You know exactly where you stand. This is l'ancora, the anchor. Not silence, not distance, just something that holds you. Italy is loud and enmeshed and overwhelming, and it will never apologize for any of it. But Matteo is the still point inside the storm. He always was. From the rain, Sprezzatura, effortless grace. You thought it was a style. It was always a promise. You wrap both hands around the espresso cup. The ceramic is warm. Rome is warm. Below the balcony, a Vespa. Someone singing. The smell of bread from the bakery corner. You didn't just marry an Italian man. You married the calm inside the beautiful chaos. Some anchors don't hold you still. They just make sure you never drift too far.